Morning. I'm just wondering if you feel your squad are more up to speed in terms of fitness and sharpness than they were last week in terms of what you've seen this week in training.
Yeah, of course, we're a week further down the line, and it's been a good week. We had some players have been training well, and the work on the training ground's been good, and some played well against Luton. So of course we're further down the line, which probably other teams are as well. So we need to be further down the line, because last week was a disappointing one.
What are the challenges of facing the same opponents twice in a row in two different cup competitions? Does that mess with your thinking in terms of team selection?
It happened so many times. It happened to us last year with Wolverhampton as well. So it's just one of those, we have to take one game at a time. Now it's the Premier League first, and all our focus is on that one. We had a bad start last week, and we want to kick on and play a better game. Of course, we played them in after the restart as well. So we have some good memories from that game, and hopefully we can show something like.
James Cooper.
Good morning, Ollie.
Morning.
I just wanted you to assess maybe your options at centre-back. I mean, you've got some young players pushing, you've got some senior players who are wearing the shirt at the moment. Are you confident that you won't need to strengthen that area in the next sort of 10 days? Have you got what you need, essentially?
I think last season proved to us how we can defend at our best. Yeah, last week wasn't fantastic. We conceded sloppy goals, but then I think our defensive record from last season showed with Eric and Harry how good a partnership they were, but also with the whole team defending as a team. Eric now is fit again, which is a big bonus and a big plus for us. I'm looking forward to seeing him develop and play more games this season, because we've been waiting for him to first be fit, but then again to play more regularly.
I know one of your pressures is keeping players happy, and you won't bother too much about that because you want a winning team, but you've got good players who aren't playing, the likes of Romero, Smalling, Rojo, and others as well. Will you look at it over the next few days and think good players need to be playing good football, that they can go?
Players are happy when they play well and win games. I'm happy when we play well and we win games. It's not my job to keep them happy. It's my job is to pick players for the club that we get results, and it's up to them, of course, to be fit, to work hard, and be ready when called upon.
Sam Stone.
Hi Ollie, would you expect In and Out to be busy over the next week? Obviously, we said last week about the fans are getting edgy. You get linked with all these players, and when none of them come off, they complain. Just wondered what you think about your squad and whether you expect it to change by the time you get to the end of the deadline.
Well, as I've said so many times, I'm very confident in my players, and if and when something happens, both ins and outs will update you. That's in football, you can't predict too much. But for me, we're just working on getting better. My focus is solely on the game. I can't be thinking any other way now. We need 3 points in this game, and then we can talk again.
One of the positives last week was Van der Beek came on and got his goal. Do you see a midfield where he, Fernandes and Pogba can play in? Because a lot of people have said it's difficult to imagine how all three of them could be in the same midfield.
Well, I think good players can play well together, and that's the first point. But also Scott, Nemanja and Fred, they're also good players. So there's competition for those places. So I can see loads of different combinations in that midfield, different systems as well. So yeah, we're probably going to see them together at some point.
James from TalkSport.
Ollie, do you see there being any chance of Chris Smalling being reintegrated into the first team if he doesn't get the move to Roma? Because I guess there was a feeling that he came back from Roma a better player. I wonder if at any point you considered whether he might be part of the first team plans this season.
Different things need to happen then. So let's wait and see if there is that change. So yeah, let's see what happens if and when the transfer window closes, and if what happens to Chris.
Andy Mitten.
Hey Ollie, are you happy with your progress against teams that defend deep and are hard to break down? I know Brighton last week had 3 but switched to a 5 when they were defending. Palace obviously had the 2 blocks of 4.
I wasn't happy with the game against Palace. Of course I wasn't. We weren't ready. We weren't ready to play at the intensity that we needed, the quality that we needed. The runs weren't there. Then again, after the restart in June and July, I thought we'd taken big strides. So once in a while, one game lives its own life, and I think the Palace one was a very disappointing one. But I'm still confident that we can break teams down with our quality. But we need some more imagination, more quality, more precision than what we had in that game. That's for sure.
Okay, last question, Ian Parker.
Good morning, Ollie. I wanted to ask, we've heard this week that there's been a setback in terms of allowing fans back into the stadium, and that will have a particular impact on the lower leagues. Would you like to see the Premier League offer financial support further down the pyramid?
I think, first of all, it's the situation we're in, and the virus and everything it's so difficult to predict what's going to happen. And now when the rate is going up and the fans aren't coming in, it's even worse for football and, well, in society in general. So, but yeah, I am worried for League 1, League 2 teams, lower teams as well, of course we are. But all the Premier League teams as well are losing money, and we're hopefully we can get back, and football will be normal, and the clubs, and we won't lose too many clubs. How we can do it, I'm sure we need clubs locally. We've seen Bury, we've seen Macclesfield, we've seen clubs Wigan struggle, so it's not a nice situation to be in.